Hi, I'm E.D. Lewis, and welcome back to my channel for another Nocturnal review, since it is nighttime. It's been a little while since I did a video. I did one on Sunday, and it is now Friday, so I'm not really sure when I'm doing some of these videos. Before we get started, please hit that subscribe button and that like button, and please leave a comment by the end of the video. And please, if you leave a comment, which I love reading those comments, please let it be, PG, PG-13, nothing really above, and nothing inappropriate, because that's not nice. A little note here. This month I am planning on doing a special video toward the end of the month, and another special video a little bit before that. I'm just not sure when I'm going to do them. They'll probably be within the next few weeks. One of the ones I'm planning on might be doing within a week. So, and I won't really talk about what those are right now, but keep a lookout for those. This time around I'm doing a book review. Last time was a short story and movie. This is just a book because there's no movie to this. This is a gothic romance, gothic horror book, and it's a sequel book to a popular classic, which is not gothic. It is a sequel to Pride and Prejudice, which there are many sequels that have been written to Pride and Prejudice, including one called Death Comes to Pemberley, which was made to a miniseries and is very good, but that's not this one. That was a murder mystery. There is this one, and I noticed this is not a hardback or paperback at all. This is an audio, but it's the only thing I had, and I actually got this at a book sale. It was a library book sale a few years ago, and I got it for $2, so it was a pretty good deal. So I just decided I was gonna use this since I don't have the book. As you can see, it is Mr. Darcy Vampyre by Amanda Grange. Yeah. Okay, I want to make sure I got that right. Amanda Grange. I thought this book was really good. Some people thought it kind of lacked. I found it very entertaining. I like Pride and Prejudice, and since I was introduced to that in high school. But I thought it was good, so, everybody has their own opinion. This book was published in 2009, and the woman who wrote this has written several Jane Austen sequel books, or I guess you might call them Jane Austen companion novels. I think a book before the one before this, and it even mentions it, I think, on here. Yeah. Best-selling author of Mr. Darcy's Diary, which I guess is a book that's Pride and Prejudice from Mr. Darcy's point of view. But anyway, this one is from Elizabeth Bennet's point of view, and she's the one telling the story. It's told in both letter form and prose form, so we have a little bit of Dracula-ishness in there, on top of the whole vampire thing. And vampire is spelled with a Y and an E, so Vampyre. Anyway, this book picks up where Pride and Prejudice leaves off. Elizabeth Bennet and her sister Jane, her older sister, are preparing for their weddings to Mr. Darcy and Mr. Bingley in a double wedding, which is very similar to how it was done at the very ending of the 1995, I think, miniseries with Colin Firth. At the ending, both the sisters got married. When they got married, they had a double wedding, and so they hold true to that from the, well, it wasn't in the book, but she adopted that, apparently. So, check out that miniseries if you like Pride and Prejudice, or you just like, old-fashioned romance. Elizabeth has a strange foreboding, though, on her wedding day. But she, shakes it off, and the wedding, gets off without a hitch. Goes off without a hitch, sorry. Except for a brief incident on the way to the reception afterwards, where she sees something strange about her husband, Mr. Darcy's, reflection. And you'll just have to read it or listen to it or whatever to find out what that is, because I'm, not giving any spoilers to this. Elizabeth prepared Elizabeth and Darcy prepare to visit Europe on their, I forget what they call it, their wedding tour. But Darcy's mood changes, which disturbs her greatly. She meets Darcy's European cousins, and she notices a lot of differences between society of England, where she, the part of England she grew up, and the society of Europe. But soon, she receives a warning from both her cousins, her husband's cousin, Colonel Fitzwilliam, and his aunt, Lady Catherine de Bourgh. She learns of a dreadful family secret which places both her and their marriage in peril. That's pretty much the gist, and there's not much more to say on this except for it plays tribute to both Dracula and to the Vampire by John Polidori, which I've done a review on, as well as, well, not as well as, but one particular thing, besides the whole diary entry thing I mentioned, or they're letters, not diaries, sorry, but similar to Dracula in that way, Darcy's uncle is named Count Polidori. So, I highly recommend this book if you like Pride and Prejudice, or just like, romantic vampire stories, so check it out. And there's not much more I have planned for this video. It was just meant to be kind of a short one. I'm feeling just a tad under the weather at the moment, but I'm fine. It's just I'm not gonna get into it. So that's pretty much it, except for oh, I got this the other day, earlier this week actually. Jamaica Inn by Daphne du Maurier, and ironically today when I went to the Dollar Tree, they had this, Alfred Hitchcock, The Master of the Macabre. It's a 2-disc DVD. It was only, of course, it was Dollar Tree, so it was only $1, and on the second disc, it has Jamaica Inn. This. So, I plan on start reading this. I've got several books I've been reading. I just finished one that I started, like, late last week or so. So, I plan on reading this and watching that soon, so I'll probably do a review on that at some point, don't know when. But yeah, please follow me on Twitter and Instagram to find out what I'm up to, what I'm reading. You can follow me also on Bookbub if you have an account with Bookbub, and I'm also on Goodreads now with my book, The Curse of Ridge House, which is available in both Kindle and paperback from Amazon. The Kindle is only $2.99. So yeah, if you're interested in that, please check that out. And also, please visit my author page on Amazon, as well as, visit and like my, the official Facebook page of my book. And, please look me up on Wattpad if you have Wattpad. You can read some of my writings. I have poems. I publish some new poems every once in a while. I have the first 2 chapters of my book on there you can read for free, as well as you can, read some of my short horror stories as well. So, check that out. That's pretty much it for this video. I didn't have much planned for it, so, check out, Mr. Darcy Vampyre by Amanda Grange. I don't know why I have trouble with that last name. It is Grange. I'm pretty sure, I know it's in paperback form. It's probably in hardback form. It's in audio form. I'm sure they have it on Audible, and I'm sure they also have it on Kindle edition. They may even have it on Nook. I don't check Barnes & Noble very often. But I have nothing against Barnes & Noble. So, because they're, they got books. So they're great. It says Books A Million and all the other bookstores out there, local and, big business ones too. So, books are great. That's everything for now, so I'll see you soon with another video. Not sure what it'll be, but I'll let you know. Bye-bye.